Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good. This is Margaret and welcome to my very first video. Is it really the first video? Probably the first real video because I've only been posting the short reels on YouTube. But today this is the first YouTube video that I'm gonna post, and I hope you guys can walk with me. And you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please let's add to the 23 subscribers that we have. I hope you will be the 24th one and you will be the 25th one. Probably we have the 100th person right in this video. Okay, now you're wondering who is this Margaret. So how about we cook as we talk? How about that? So I'm just gonna show you what I'm preparing tonight, and then we can move on from there. So tonight I thought, I know it's quite late, but I've just left work and gotta do what wives do, that is cook for their husbands who are yet to come home because they're out working. Yeah, na kwanza ni lazima tu mwanaume akuje wa mwisho kwa nyumba. I don't know about that. We're gonna have that discussion later on, because I had in what is this patanisho of this guy complaining about the wife who keeps putting for him time that he's supposed to come back home, and then he was asked, at what time does your wife expect you at home? Then he's like, at 5 p.m. And men were out there saying, men's right, men's right, husband's right, husband's right, there's no way I can come home before 10 in the night, before 9 in the night. We're gonna have that discussion, but for today, get to know me, and I hope I can get to know you in the comment section. So right into it, let's get to know what you're gonna cook tonight. And I'm preparing fish. So we went to Big Fish. Big Fish is along Rosters. I know they have another branch in Westlands, but I'm gonna talk about the one in Rosters. And Big Fish is in Rosters. And so sometime last week or the week before, I got some takeaway from Big Fish, and because we couldn't take so they have the small, they have the medium, then they have the large, and then they have the largest. So the medium, I think it goes for 50. This is the size for the medium. Okay, I hope you can see that. Yeah, medium goes for 450. That is the dried one. They have the one dipped in they have the stewed one, then they have the one stewed with milk, with coconut milk. That is samaki wa kupaka, mambo kama hayo. So I deep freezed it, and then I got it from the deep freezer today, or rather from the freezer from today, and I'm gonna prepare it. So one thing that I did 2 hours ago before I went to the gym is I tried some little bit of marination, some little bit of spices. But what did I get in? So I got in some garlic and ginger. So I had grounded some garlic and ginger. Then I mixed with some dark soy sauce, and some light soy sauce. I added in some light soy sauce. And then I pakad it. I pakad it inside kila pahali, then took it back into the fridge to just allow the soy sauce and the garlic and the ginger to get in vizuri sana. So right here, I don't know, I'm using my phone to record, and I'm yet to know these things of I can change and do all that, but we're gonna whatever with me. Here I have my spring onions, which I'm going to use for garnishing. Now hii economy imepanda, vitunguu zimepanda bei. Vitunguu vimepanda bei kabisa. So what do? I get my spring onions, then I cut out the green parts, then I chop them off, then I put them in the deep freezer. 3 days later, they are still fresh. So at least they save me for like 2-3 meals before I can start using the stem part of it. And I think for me, it's worthy it than using the bulb onions at this moment, because the bulb onions are too expensive right now. Unless where you are, they're cheap, let me know. Maybe I can come for them. And then I have my coriander. I did a mistake of chopping them too early, so the whatever imeishaisha. They are rufu, but I'm gonna get some more. And then I have my stalks. Yeah, I'm gonna use my stalks. So I'm going to use this for garnishing at the very end, but I'm gonna use these as the frying part to allow some of the flavors get in. Then I have my hoho cut, I think you saw them. And then I have my onions. So in these onions right here, we have the white onion, and then we have the spring onions, now the stems. So I'm gonna use some of them to do the fish, then some to do the vegetables. Now I have my potatoes here. Mimi nimeolewa na Mkikuyu, so talk what you wanna talk. Sisi wa Kikuyu, we eat potatoes. Potatoes in everything. potatoes in everything. Oh my. So what did I do with these potatoes, or why am I putting potatoes in the fish? Growing up, my mom used to put potatoes in the fish and I loved that. But her major concern, I think, I don't know, maybe I need to ask her, apart from the flavor, I love how potatoes taste when they're inside the fish. Sorry about this, sorry about this. Let me just wash my hands. Okay, now one reason why she used to do potatoes in the fish that I think, I'm not so sure unless I ask her, is that because maybe we were young and we couldn't eat fish with bones. Okay, we couldn't be able to eat fish zikiwa na mifupa and all that, and so to avoid the hassle of removing each one of us the meat from the bones, mkikula potatoes mbili mbili si mtakuwa mmeshiba, si bora ziko na flavor, na mkikunywa na supu si mmeshiba. But I love the taste, but right now I'm thinking of what is someone carrying for lunch tomorrow? That's what I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking if I put these potatoes inside the fish soup, they're gonna have some flavor. Then someone can carry that with either spaghetti, with either chapati, or with either rice or something. But at least they will help me to make the soup thick, number one. Number two, hata hii samaki kisha, I'll still be having the potato stew inside the fish to help someone carry something extra. So it's like I'm cooking 2 meals in one. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Whatever. So today's mboga, my kibanda guy, his name is James, did a good job, and I'm so proud of the job that he does with his business. Yeah. So in here I have spinach, 2 bunches. I have managu, I think like 6 bunches. That is 30, 40. No, managu ya 30. Skuma spinach 10 bob, that is 40, and then terere 10 bob. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I had some in the fridge, but I'm gonna use these because I want them to be fresh and all that, because the ones which are in the fridge, it is hard for them to be this green, you know what I mean, because I blanched them. So definitely, I don't know, but I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, and so can we get in as we get to talk? And we're gonna start with our fish. And so the very first thing that I'm gonna do is set out the fire. I'm still using this to cook. Don't worry about this. I boiled some rice. Yeah, so we're gonna do concurrently the fish and the mboga at the same time, and then we'll do the ugali, the last one. So who is Margaret? Who is Margaret? So Margaret is a 27-year-old girl, 27 headed to 28 in a few days, not even weeks, in a few days. By July, guess the date, July. I've given you too many hints. I'm 27 years old, so you're already thinking when I was born. The month of July. Okay, so this oil, I used it to make mandazi, and the oil is still very clean. So what I do with it, instead of storing it aside, I just use it to still cook other meals. I don't have a problem with that, and I don't think that there's a problem if you asked me. Unless if there is, someone can let us know. Yeah, so Margaret is a 27-year-old girl, turning 28 in a few days' time. That is in July. Guess the date, guess the date, guess the date. Yeah, and so we're gonna put in our potatoes now. Oh, you're wondering when the potatoes are yellow. So some of the soy sauce that remained from when I was preparing my fish, I poured it here with some turmeric. I don't know. Let's cook poison together. Remember, I'm not a chef. I'm just trying to cook food for my family. So, yeah. And so, Margaret is the firstborn in a family of 3. I have a brother. I have a sister. And my mom. Okay, upishi unaendelea kuendelea. Sawa sawa. Yeah, so I have my mom. I stay with, okay, rather I don't live with my mom. We are a family of 4, 3 kids and 1 mom. Okay, 1 parent. Okay, yeah, 1 parent who is my mom. I'm the firstborn, and I am a teacher, a Swahili history teacher, and also an ECD teacher. I have done Montessori diploma, but yeah, and currently I'm a homeschooling teacher. I haven't had a chance to actively teach in a school yet. Am I planning to? Maybe. Anytime soon? Maybe. I don't know. But for now, I'm doing homeschooling and online tuition. And what else? What else? I'm married. I'm married to one husband who is male. Let me just be specific about that. Okay, guys, not throwing stones. I just have to be specific in this current world. You just have to be specific, and got no issue with whatever. Yeah. And then yeah, married to one husband. Yet to have kids, but maybe when God allows, you know. And yeah, so that is it. And I stay in Nairobi. Don't ask me what part of. Is it Nairobi or Kiambu? Probably Kiambu, Nairobi, wherever. So I'm gonna put in my white onions now. I think my ninis are getting crispier, and that is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna put in my white onions in the fish. I'm yet to start off with the mboga. Yeah, something like that. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yes. So look at that beautiful yellow color of the potatoes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, my friend. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. Okay, yeah, so that is Margaret, and what else do I need? I'm a Kenyan. Na mimi ni Mkisii. Mimi naimba rambamba same WhatsApp group. Sisi hata ukitutetea yako sisi hata tunanga shida na mtu. Tunapenda tu kutao na kupika. Lakini sasa hivi kwa sababu tumeolewa na Waikoyo lazima tupike viazi hata kama ni ndani ya samaki. Lakini hatupendi sikiswim. So we're gonna have thick soup. Like a thick thighs. Okay, my soup is gonna be thicker than your thighs. Whatever. Okay, at this juncture, I'm gonna put in some spices. And I'm not gonna add turmeric today because there's already turmeric. But now, guys, growing up, kulikuwa na zile container za Blue Band, lakini ndani sio Blue Band. Ama kuna container ya nini? Kuna container ya curry powder. You remember the container which is Mabati? Like, I think we still have that curry powder. It is Mabati, then it is dark green, dark yellow, whatever that is. Lakini ukifungua ndani si hiyo. Kwa hivyo ukifanya makosa, you can end up putting sugar in porridge because you don't know which container has what. Now, that is the exact situation in my house. This is soya drink. Sweetheart, if you see this in my house, don't think it is soya. Don't think it is soya. This one right here is onion powder. This is onion powder. So you're going to use some onion powder. Sorry, it is in a soya drink container. I'm going to have to get new containers and label them up. Let me just switch off that. And then I almost told you you're going to use githeri masala. Look at me. We're going to use some fish masala. And then I'm gonna go in with tandoori. Tandoori is one of my best spices. Tandoori. I can use tandoori in anything. Actually, tandoori and turmeric. I can use tandoori in sukuma wiki. I can use turmeric. These two spices, I can't go without them in my kitchen, that is. And then I'm not gonna use any cumin, but I have some garlic powder. I know I put some fresh garlic in the fish, but I'm still gonna use some garlic powder. I don't want to make some curry fish, so I'm not going to put any curry powder. But I'm gonna put in some chili. This is grounded chili. And so, reason why I have so many spices which are not in containers is because I get my spices from Quick Mart, and so I go to where they pima instead of buying them. I feel like I get more for less when I'm pimaring. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like with these ones, they always uzia you mpaka mkebe. Wameweka spices kidogo lakini wanakuzia bei asifu wanakuzia mkebe pia. I'm not against that, it's good, but for me I'm gonna go for the Pimwad spices. Like what I have here, this is a lot. This is almost 3/4 of this container. This container is like okay, this is like 100 grams. 100 grams, I got this at 143 shillings if I'm not wrong. And then I got this garlic, same price. Probably this was 190 something. Then this was 140 something, or vice versa, I don't know. The only thing that they don't have there is githeri masala They don't have fish masala. They don't have tandoori. Those ones you have to get from the shelf. But as much as I can, eka tu budget 2,000 if you want to go get good spices, and many of them, as many spices as you want. Just go to Quickmart at the where they premiere the spices and the cereals that they're gonna premiere for your spices. Hapo kwa cereals kidogo, Quickmart, I'm not promoting you on that, but that's why I don't know any other supermarket that does that, but of course I only know of Quickmart. Naivas doesn't do that unless specific Naivas that someone knows and can let us know. So as I said, you're gonna go in with our fish masala, we're gonna go in with our tandoori, we're gonna go in with our with our onion powder. I'm not gonna add turmeric because you already have enough of that, and I'm gonna go in with my curry, not curry powder but garlic powder. Now, just as I was saying, I think you've known a little bit of who I am, and someone might be asking, why YouTube? Why are you here? So I created this channel back in 2014, and by then I wanted to be an educational channel, but I never had a plan on what exactly do I want to vlog. That is when I think vlogging had begun setting up pace in Kenya. I remember I reached out to one vlogger who by then was just check between 2014 and 2015, some of the vloggers who actually won awards in Africa. I'm not going to mention names. I reached out to that vlogger and we talked for 1, 2, 3 days, and I think let's say I'm sorry to say that, and then he was no longer talking to wakulima wadogo like us, I don't know, but he just stopped responding to my texts. Actually his number was like all over. He wasn't having this thing of like I'm a feature number or anything, and then I think maybe it's because of the pressure of social media and all that, and many people reaching out to him, and that's never materialized. But this YouTube channel was created in 2014. I've had 20 people who have believed in me since then. They have been subscribing with no content, and I'm so grateful to you guys. I wish I could know you guys. Is there a way I can know who are subscribed? Yes. And so that is when I created it. But I did not know how to start off. I did not know the arithmetics and the whatnot of having a YouTube channel. And I've never known someone else who had a YouTube channel, so it kept staying there. Then other issues came in between, and so it's never settled. And in between there, I created a WordPress page. Still just look for life journals, and you can read some of my pieces. They are not, I don't know, just go check them out and let me know what you think. But I can just tell you in advance, I'm not a good writer. I'm just a good speaker, or rather orator. I love conversations. I don't like writing. I love having live conversations, and I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk forever. Yeah, so I started off another blog, I think around the same time. Okay, these are my blended tomatoes. I'm gonna add them in. I blended 3 tomatoes, lakini kaeka maji mengi because I need it to use it as what? As stew also. Yep. And so in 2019, after I graduated, I went to Baraton University. Baraton University is one of the best universities. So if you're out there and are looking for which university to go, especially a private one, you could consider Baraton University. I was there. And I graduated in 2019, and I joined my master's almost immediately. Come 2020 March, Corona hit, and people were out here with no jobs and all that. Come July of 2020, I had no job, and the first lockdown had been lifted, and so I came back to Nairobi and began life. And so I began life in Githurai. A stranger hosted me, and I stayed with her for like July, August, September, probably 2 months. I was out by July actually, yeah. And then I went on, moved still to my Wanka single room, and I began life from there. And I did some mandazi and porridge selling. That is in July, August, September, October, November. Nyinyi mkisema economy imepanda, me I felt this hit of the economy in 2020, in December of 2020, because I couldn't sustain my business. Things were already skyrocketing. I used to buy unga at 150, now unga was headed to 150. And so it means the difference between 115 and 150, that difference in between used to be my profit, now it's no longer my profit. I used to buy mafuta probably at 130, now mafuta was headed to 150, 180, and that was my profit, you know. And sukari, the same thing. Sukari was less than 100 to 110, 120, boom. Sukari imefika 150, and that is my profit. So whatever they were increasing was supposed to be my profit because I was small scale and I couldn't sustain it. So I went home for a few days and then I came back, and that is when my homeschooling journey began. And I worked under someone then, and then come April, I resigned and went rogue. I went rogue and began to be a private tutor, or rather private teacher. And that is how my homeschooling career began. And I think I loved it. I loved the journey, and I thought it's a journey that I don't want to let go yet. I don't know what my destination would be, was to be, or will be, but I decided to stick with it for some time, and I've been sticking with it. And out of that, Alpha Homeschooling was born. Alpha Homeschooling and Tuition Center was born. You can check us out on Facebook and see what we are doing. I'm not so good at posting, or rather I've not known how to edit, how to do that, and of course, because I'm a private tutor, it means most of these parents want to remain private. So I'm not gonna post their kids' faces out there yet, and maybe they're not comfortable with their spaces getting known. But we are on, and we offer tuition services, we offer homeschooling services to learners from 2 years old. If your child can talk, can speak, from 2 years old all the way to 17 years old. And we also offer adult education. So if you're out there, you got a friend who is an Indian, you got a friend who is a Mzungu, you got a friend who doesn't understand Swahili, and they would learn to, and they would love to learn Swahili, reach out to us. You are out there, you have a Sudanese friend, you have a Somali friend, you have any other friend who doesn't understand English, you know where to reach us at. So we offer adult lessons, especially on language. We also offer French classes, we offer German classes, we offer Mandarin, we offer music classes and all that. Now you might be wondering, do I have a physical place? No, I don't have a physical place. I work with parents who trust me enough to call me out for a meeting. We can meet out for coffee. We talk about your child, we get to know their needs, we get to know why do you need homeschooling, how long do you want to do homeschooling, why homeschooling and not mainstream schooling, what is your goal, what is your short-term goal, what is your end-term goal, and then we see how do we fit in. We're going to be speaking more about homeschooling in this channel and get to see, is it viable in Kenya, is it actually working, is it something that we could consider as Kenyans to go, and how is it, how are the stakes, are they too high, too low, is it good for teachers, is it good for parents, is it good for the government? We're going to discuss that as we go on in this channel. So let's not leave people behind. I'm going to repeat, call a friend to tell them that Life Journals has just begun, and we're not going to stop until we hit the target. Let's bring people on board, let's come together, and let's make Life Journal a place where we can journal all our life issues, that which we are comfortable sharing with the world. Be my family, for I am ready to be your family. I'm opening up my space to you guys. You're out there and you want to have a topic of discussion on this channel, let me know about it. Now, back to cooking. I think you can see how my stew is becoming out really nice. I love the red color, thanks to the tomatoes and the spices too, of course. Yeah, so we're gonna leave these a little bit to simmer until the potatoes are almost cooked. Remember, we're gonna put fish the last thing. Reason being, the fish was deep fried, and if it was deep fried, it means that it's now big. Okay, inaendelea kuyeyuka, so sasa imekuwa baridi, imeanza kuwa wet, and we don't want wet things on the table. Like, we still want it to still have its firmness. I don't know if I'm making sense. And so if we put it right now, it's gonna overcook, and we don't want that. So let's allow the potatoes first to cook, and I'm gonna test it with a fork. Let's test that and see. Okay, bado tuko mbali kidogo. Sasa tukiacha hizo zikiendelea kuiva, hebu tukapike mboga zetu. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Now, if you come across this, and I know you're gonna ask yourself, kwani huyo msichana hata hawezi nunua kamera mzuri atuweke yako video ambazo zina maana kidogo, video ambazo zimeenda shule? Guys, why don't you hit that subscription button and let's keep moving. Maybe in the next video I would have upgraded and got myself a better camera. I would have learned a few editing skills here and there, and you're gonna move. And guess who is keeping me company today? Guess, you guessed right. Right or wrong? Ta-da! There goes Mr. Cuddles. Hello, Cuddles. Hi, Cuddles. Say hi to our friends. Say hello. Say hello. So this is Cuddles, Ginger Cuddles. Yeah, this is Ginger Cuddles, and you'll be seeing a lot of him. Actually, if you go to our short reels, probably you've already seen him there. But anyway, let's go into cooking. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wash my hands again. Thanks to Cuddles. Thanks to Cuddles. Thanks to the fat. Okay. Haya basi, tukiongoza viazi vyetu viendelea kuiva kabla tujamweka samaki wetu, tukapike kwanza mboga. Pale nimeweka mafuta, nitaweka vitunguu vyangu. We won't put any tomatoes because the stew, you already have enough stew on the other side. Actually, I remember my home science used to tell me stewing means any food that has tomatoes. I don't know. Is that still the case? Some CBC change, yeah. So when I say we already have enough stew, I mean the other one already has tomatoes, so there's no point of putting tomatoes in the greens. But I'm gonna add turmeric. As I said, I just love turmeric. It also helps, it's an antioxidant if I'm not wrong. It helps you with your skin, it helps in digestion. It helps in a number of things. It helps with if you take turmeric with what? If you take turmeric with hii pilipili inaitwaje? Cayenne pepper or something, the one which is not so curly, it helps with homa. And then it also helps in inflammation. It's an anti-inflammatory agent. So hasa wale watu ambao kama mimi, sijui kama mnaona uso wangu, ambao we are prone to acne or acne or whatever you want to call it, acne. It really helps with those pimples and everything else. And so if you can put it in smoothies, well and good. If you can put it in food, well and good. I've not got the side effects, yes, but if you're out there and you know some of the side effects, please tujulishe tusije huku ndani tukapata kwamba tunafanya kitu kimoja lakini tunaumiza kingine. So my onions are ready. I'm gonna do an exclusive cooking video next time. So right now, get used to this voice. Get used to this face too. Yeah. Haya basi, mboga zangu ndizo pale. I was hoping my husband will come early and get me milk on his way here, but he's not here. But if he was to bring me milk right now, I will add that milk to the burger so that I can make some creamy vegetables. Maziwa ya ng'ombe, najua everybody goes for coconut milk, lakini growing up we always did, hata before tujue kama kuna maziwa ya coconut. Ndio sisi watu wa bara, when did I even ever see a coconut? I think I saw coconut when I was in class 5 for the first time, and that is simply because I went for a school trip. Yeah. Bure. Mimi hata mnazi tu ningeuona tu kule kwenye vitabu vyangu tukiambiwa kwamba unakula nazi ukitumia mbuzi. Maana mbele ya mbuzi kuna mbuzi mnyama na mbuzi wa kukuna nazi. Lakini hata sikujua wanakuna aje, bado hata sijajua. Anyway, yeah, so you can still use coconut milk or you can use cow milk. Goat milk na ngamia tafadhali. Bado sijakuwa brand ambassador wa hawa wawili kwa sababu I've not tried. But let us know, can I still use goat milk kwa mboga? Can I use goat? But I know goat milk can be used in making tea, and goat milk can still be used in what? Goat milk can still be used in making maziwa mala, especially for the kisses who add maziwa mala. I don't know whether you get me, how we make our mala. That I know because my grandmother alikuwa na mbuzi ambao walipewa in a widows club, in a widows organization. And in this widows organization walikuwa napewa mbuzi. Na huyo mbuzi alikuwa yule mbuzi wa grade. Don't know if that makes sense, with big horns. And the point was, maziwa ya mbuzi ni nzuri sana hasa kwa watu wa kongwe, inatibu, I don't know, sijui ni nini, kifua kikuu, asthma or whatever it is, I don't know. I've never taken that milk. Actually, up to date I cannot take maziwa in my grandmother's house because I'm not so sure kama ni ya ng'ombe au ni ya mbuzi. Sijawahi jaribu, ila ninajua watu nyumbani wanatumia maziwa ya mbuzi. Yeah. So I think our vegetables are ready. We don't want to overcook them. I still want them to remain fresh. So it's like I'm practically steaming and not steaming. Okay, steaming with oil. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm gonna add in a little bit of turmeric and then allow it to do what? To boil kidogo tu. Alafu nitaongeza chumvi pale. Chumvi kwake. Here's our salt. Also, kwa wale ambao mnanunua those spice containers, iwapo huwezi afford zile spice containers bado, if you go to the market, you'll find them selling these what I'm having. Let me just show you. Something like this. I think like this one goes for 50 bob. Hii hapa pia nilinunua 50 bob ama ilikuwa ni 100 sikumbuki. And then I have this set. This one I think nilinunua 50 bob. This one zingine nikanunua 50 bob. So I think this is a good size for spices in the kitchen and they look classy. Yeah. And so you can get them if you still can't afford those spice containers. Ai, nilangalia bei, my dear. Nilangalia bei nikashindwa. Okay, sawa. Tutafika pale tutazinunua. Yeah, then maybe you can just now buy the labels. You can now just maybe buy the labels. So let me put this here. So talk to me guys on the comment section and let me know what do you think. Am I here to stay ama mnataka kunirudisha kwenye streets? Mnataka kunirudisha pale mimi nikuwe mpenzi mtazamaji lakini si mpenzi YouTube. Mnataka mimi tu nikuwe msomaji na mtazamaji wa kuangalia YouTube za wenyewe, kuangalia video za wengine lakini mimi tu. Ila mimi najua kwamba mtaniunga mkono, mtanisindikisha kwenye hii safari. Yep, I know you guys are gonna walk with me in this journey. It's a journey that I've just begun. Yeah, look at Mr. Cuddles doing his thing. Good. I think right about now our viazi should be ready. Let me just test my mboga and see how they are. A little bit of salt, but let me hope I'll get milk to add. So if this video ends before I put milk, just know I'm gonna add milk. Lakini sio tunamwaga maziwa tu kiasi so that you can get the thickness and the creaminess. Na haya maziwa ni vizuri kwanza yachemshe. First boil the milk if possible. Change the milk into a container. Then ile sufuria kwa sababu imebaki na ile cream, weka mboga zako pale ndani. Tunaelewana? Chemsha maziwa, yakishaiva, yatoa kwenye sufuria, miminia kwenye container nyingine. Alafu kwenye ile sufuria ambayo umechemsha maziwa, mboga zako ambazo ushazipika, ushazikaanga, ziweke kwenye ile sufuria ambayo ina cream na maziwa kidogo. Alafu koroga. Koroga. Nothing is going to waste. We're gonna get that cream by force by fire. We're gonna get that cream. Okay. Mboga zangu natumai zimeiva. Acha tu niwaonyeshe kwenye, I don't know if you'll see, I don't know if there's enough light. Lakini as you can see, I love how you can see the onions. Yep. Okay, atimaji ndio ni mboga ya 50 bob. Now, nitapa uhondo mwingine. Normally I don't buy mboga kwa kibanda. Normally I don't. What do? I go to the farm. Mahala ambapo hawa wanatoa mboga. Hata si wenye vibanda lakini wale wa soko, mahala ambapo wao hutoa mboga, I always go there and get my own mboga. Now, I feel like my viazi zinanikosea. I feel now overcooked. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove the viazi, nizeke kwenye sahani, nimtumbukiza samaki wangu hapa ndani, alafu nitabweka. Sijui kama naeleweka? Naam. Nitazitoa huku ndani, nitatumia hiki kijiko. Forget about the color. I think I got a very bad material for it, and hence the discoloration. So tutatoa viazi vyetu hapa ndani, tuviweke kando. Alafu tutamweka samaki wetu. Alafu tutarudisha viazi. Najua viazi ni vingi, lakini not all of it will go to the fish. Some will just be kept for a later use. Just wanted to make use of the sauce, you know. Iwapo una sauce nyingi, like your ingredients are enough to cook a lot of food, na una fridge, una jokofu. Jokofu ni fridge, wanangu ambao mjui. Jokofu ni fridge. Na una jokofu, ama jokofu ni oven. And I think jokofu ni fridge, if I'm not wrong. Kwa hivyo unaona pale ndani sana na a very good. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, look at that thickness. I promised you, my soup is gonna be thicker than the thighs. Basi, tutaongeza maji kidogo tu. Ukikoya ndani yangu haya kwa. Lazima niwakilishe my in-laws. Kidogo. Nitaongeza maji kidogo tu, si mengi. Hivyo. Nitaongeza chumvi. Alafu nitamweka samaki wangu. Kumbuka samaki huyo nilikuwa nimempaka some soy sauce, nikampaka some garlic and ginger. Sasa nataka kumtumbukiza huku ndani. Alafu niweke hoho, niweke green onions, niweke dania. Oh my God. Yaani sikukumbuka kuweka stocks zangu wakati ambapo nilikuwa nakaanga. Haya basi, nimeongea sana mpaka nikasahau. Acha niongeze chumvi hapa. Ama niliweka chumvi. Acha sikuweka chumvi. Acha basi niweke chumvi. Si nyingi kwa sababu kuna soy sauce. Ukiweka soy sauce kwenye chakula chako, usiweke chumvi nyingi because the soy sauce itself already has has some savory taste of its own. I don't know if you get me. Haya basi. Ona maji. Ona. Look at the sauce. Look at the sauce. So sasa tumtumbukize ndani. Kuna wimbo ambao tulipenda kuimba tukiwa wadogo. Zamishwa ndani. Ndani ya maji. Ndani. I think the song was speaking about baptismal, and they're talking about ways of baptism, and they were saying the true way of being baptized is to be baptized inside water and not just ile sprinkliwa, ila unazamishwa ndani. Kwa hivyo sasa nimemzamisha samaki wangu, nimembatiza. Tena hana dhambi, hana ubivu wowote, ameiva. Ako tayari kuliwa. Haya basi, tuangalie. So if you are there, I'm gonna still request, if you're there, please hit that subscription button, and together let's grow this channel to greater heights. And you can comment down below, let me know you've just subscribed so that I can give you a shout out in the next video. Yeah, just leave your comments that you've subscribed, and then I can give you a shout out in the next video. Haya basi, supu kapotelea pale ndani. Samaki wangu muangalie. I think mnamuona. Sasa nitaweka dania, nitaweka hoho, nimeweka hoho pale ndani. Zile stocks ambazo tulizisahau tutaziacha, lazima pia zienjoy kwa kwenye party. Alafu sasa nitaweka my frozen whatevers. Okay. Look at that. I know it's all green. I wish I had red and yellow, but oh my God. Okay, angalia watu wangu. Mnaona haya kweli? Tutamtanisha hivi ili those spices get kwenye sauce kabisa, ziive na ile sauce ya chini. Alafu hawa wengine tutamweka hivi juu. Nitarudisha viazi vichache ndani, alafu nitafunikia kidogo tu for the spices to incorporate. Spices zikisha incorporate ni hivyo, voila, tutakuwa tumepata dinner ya leo. Remember nilikwambia my reason of doing this, of preparing potatoes in fish for today, apart from the taste that I like. I also just want to do what? I just want to have enough stew for another meal ya kesho. Lakini hiyo stew ya kesho nataka iwe na taste ya samaki. And the only thing that can give me that taste ya samaki ni hiyo. Haya basi, sasa let our nini continue boiling kidogo, and just right about now I'm gonna do some ugali. Now, watu wangu pale huko nje najua wengine mna prefer ugali wa kisiagi, unga wa kisiagi, wengine mna prefer the sifted one, grade 1 and all that. Lakini huko kwangu watu wana prefer ya kisiagi, kwa hivyo leo mimi nikajikakamua kama mke mwema. Nina mahindi, so nikayanika, nikaenda kisiagi, nikasiaga, karibu nisawe tinga. Haya basi, sio kwa kusema etinga. So nikaenda kule kisiagi, nikasiaga unga wangu na kapikia mzee ugali. Mimi mwenyewe sipendi ugali, la hasha, sipendi ugali. Ila I only love ugali because unless the cravings hit in, ama because it's just you have to take ugali. Unajua ile unakulanga chakula fulani kwa sababu you're a grown up. Yani you just have to eat because you're a grown up, and you know it's hard to afford what you really want. So that's the situation I'm in. That's my relationship with ugali. I'm only taking it because I have to. But if I had an option, I wouldn't take ugali. And that, by the way, is the same with all my siblings. Kwetu sisi usipotupikia ugali hatuna shida. Ukiamua tupike githeri kila wakati, hatuna shida. Mchele kidogo, watu wengi wanasema mchele huwa washibi usiku, kwa hivyo but we still prefer mchele to ugali. I don't know. Yeah, so that is it. So I don't know guys. Allow me pause, and then I'll get back with the final product, because I don't want to make this such a long video and it's just by the first video. But if you watch this to the end, I'm gonna remind you, please hit the subscription button. Please hit the subscription button, and also put on a notification bell so that the next time I upload a video, I'm gonna try my best to be uploading a video twice or thrice a week. The video could be about cooking, the video will just be us talking, the video will just be about looking at me. Okay, hi Basi. Just having some time with you guys, okay? And you can also put on some topics that you wanna. Let's make this as creative as we can, as entertaining as possible, as personal and decent as we can, but also different from everybody else. I know you want to see, I don't know, house tour, I don't know, couple tag and all that. Ni sawa, sikatai. Ila basi, simnipe ideas ambazo ziko creative kidogo, mbali na hizo. Hizo ni mzuri, ila we need more creative ideas. This space needs more creative ideas. Now let me pause, see you in a minute. So my ugali is actually ready. Nasema ugali wako huwezi kuwa umeiva mpaka tuone sufuria imeungua. But that was a lie, because sufuria inaweza kuwa imeungua na ugali wako bado hujaiva. I'm not an expert in cooking. You should ask my husband that. He's not a kissy, but I wonder how he's so patient with ugali. That one, you guys can die of hunger as you wait for him to cook for you ugali umeiva. Cook with very moderate heat and cook for hours. Yeah. There is your put on the plate. Look at that. Plate. Now we can do it. Ugali umetosha kulwa sapa. Na ungine tutakunywa nao chai asubuhi. Remember those days? Actually, when I used to take milk, I no longer take milk. I don't know what happened to me. Maziwa ilinikataa. Si mimi nilikataa maziwa. Maziwa ilinikataa. When I used to take milk. Chai ya maziwa nilikuwa naipenda. And I loved having the kiporo with tea. I really miss that taste, but it's been hard for me to go back to it, to go back to milk. I don't know what I can do to start taking milk. Haswa chai ya maziwa. I really loved taking tea with this so much, so much. I loved taking tea. And it wasn't, I don't know if some people think it was a poor people's problem. It was okay. Am I saying we were rich? No. Yes, we could afford bread or mandazi, but this was just different. Asubuhi kila mtu kisha aruketua mkate zako mbili tatu na mandazi zako. Iwapo ugali ulibaki, lazima tutakula nao. Tutautumia kama kitafutio wakati ambapo mnakunywa chai. So I've got my mboga. For me, whoever I sent milk has found the shops closed, so, or rather the dairy place closed, so they brought me this, and so I'm not gonna have to boil it because you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna put it hivo too. Then someone is wondering, unasema kunywa maziwa lakini unataka kuweka maziwa kwenye mboga. Weird? I know. I also know I'm weird that way, but nitafanya nini sasa? I don't take fresh milk, I don't take yogurt, I don't take ice cream, I don't take tea, but I take what? I'm not gonna put a lot of mboga ni kidogo, so I'm gonna leave this for tomorrow. I take maziwa kwenye mboga, na lazima hizo mboga zikuwe zimetokota ndani ya maziwa. The taste is so different from when the milk is raw or the milk is fresh. So lazima hizo mboga kwanza zikuwe zimetokota kwenye hayo maziwa. And then I take maziwa mala, hasa ile ya Wakisii, the traditional Kisii milk. I don't take the packet one because it's runny for me. Yeah. So that is the only two ways that I enjoy milk. Kwa mboga na kwenye maziwa mala. I don't love chocolates, especially chocolates which are too milky. But chocolates are sweet, you know. Yeah. I love cake. I know cake is made of milk. Yeah. But there's also sometimes when they, like now, milk, bread milk, or it milk bread which has been made out of milk. Like, yani the liquid part of the whole thing was purely milk. Mpaka ukikula unasikia taste ya maziwa kwenye mdomo. I really don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it completely. But that is how weird we are. I've tried soy milk, and trust me, I would rather try to take cow milk than try the so-called soy milk. The soy milk thing is just something else. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause you guys again. That is because I've not learned the editing part, but once I learn it, you're not gonna know when I stopped, when I began, when I stopped, and when I began. Let's keep hitting that subscription button, people. Did I just say button? Okay, button me please. But can you please hit that subscription button? It would have been more creamy if I'd used the other method that I told you guys, but yeah. Wale wa mko wako ni wa ugali, kwendeni huko. Kwani nyinyi mkiwanga nyumbani matumia yako nini? Ule mwiko wa ugali, it's good one to actually stand the mboga. Kuna kuchafua vyombo kwenye hii nyumba. Am I using your back to bed and wash vyombo? Whatever. I don't see a problem with that. Wacha ni chakula, and one food doesn't contact. As long as one food does not affect the taste of the other, I think it's okay. So nimetumia huo mwiko ambao nilitumia kupika ugali to stir up na mboga zangu. And I think now they are ready. Ni wakati wa kupakua. Okay, so there is my fish. I think you can see it. Here is my mboga. And there is my ugali. Don't mind about the brown part. Let's serve it up. So good. The Kikuyu in me has to add a few waros there. And then I'll add some of this sauce. Now, do you remember why I told you we have to add our potatoes? So right about now, I'm going to add those potatoes that I put aside inside the remaining stew ya fish. Remember, it's just stew, there's no fish inside, but it's going to give us the fish taste. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's going to give us the fish taste in the long run. So this will be kept aside, it will be heated, and it will be used in for another meal. I can decide to cook with it. I can decide to do chapatis alongside that. I can decide to do rice alongside that. I can decide to do some minced meat inside, some minced meat, and then I do spaghetti. Not so sure what I'll do with it, but I'll know. So I'm gonna serve my vegetables. See, they don't have soup because you already have enough stew there. Just a little of that. And a little on this other side. Tutakata ugali wetu. Now, I always serve from the kitchen on most days because we're just the two of us in the house. So I don't see a point of kuweka chakula kwenye dishes na kupeleka kwenye meza. Na kuna avocado hapa. Bako kalibaki. Let me see if it is still healthy enough to be used. It's not so bad. No, it's gone bad. Bad. So yeah. So let me just show you the final product of our meal tonight. Okay. Kuna mboga pale, kuna samaki hapa, kuna mboga nyingine na ugali. So let me clock this here. Then we'll meet up in the next video. Remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the notification bell so that anytime I get to upload any new video, you'll be among the first people to know and among the first people to watch. Bye bye. See you next time.